That wraps up our first hour of coverage here on YouTube, but we're just getting started with coverage this week. The best part, the drama continues on the Disc Golf Network for free. Subscribe for free to finish the rest of round one at discgolfnetwork.com. Huge thanks to our friends at Powerball for powering today's broadcast. Head to powerball.com to see estimated jackpots and winning numbers. Could be you.
turnover might be the way to go. Never mind me. She gets way down there. I mean, it was a little bit too speedy, but the line was correct.
Yes.
Wow.
That was a close call by Julia Foch, and it is going to be our close shave replay by Barbasol, a kind of can-do. Just missed the the last trees there.
Yes, I mean, like I said, it was very demanding to get the backhand to do the work from this angle. It seemed to be a little bit too steep, but she was almost in for birdie. Saga putting too much angle to the disc. We have seen her throw those forehand flexes or Einheisers and hit the angle perfectly. It wasn't there this time.
I'm gonna toss it down to Nate Perkins once again. Nate, we've seen these open shots from this course, and now we are in the woods. As we see Silva taking her upshot currently, how do you feel about the contrast between different fairways and different holes in Umegården?
Love the contrast. I think this is one of the signature holes on the property. And as I mentioned before, it's the Swedish prescription, right? We're just navigating through this really dense to mixed woodland forest. And if you go off into the rough, there is actually like a beautiful layer. It's like 2 or 3 inches thick of spongy moss that is on top of the forest floor, on top of every rock. Really fun to kind of throw from, really.
Thank you, Nate. Now this is Evelina. Her second, as you were talking about, Kristin. High forehand, Anheuser. It gets there.
This is the shot you need to play well in the woods. So it's hard to do everything with backhand. We've seen Silva get in trouble over that, but I mean, she's just excellent woods player. But it's very useful. Evelina uses it a lot. She has good control.
Back to Jurčíková now on 10th. Sure thing. If you get up there and you have a solid shot, that's exactly what you want to be doing. And she actually got the fade perfectly too, so she's now looking straight at the basket.
Are we even surprised anymore?
I mean, yeah, practically not. But even so, I kind of am.
We are, of course.
Yes, Amanda Leonardsson making a mistake, which is really common on this hole, and now she's in big trouble. But Jurčíková just seems to be so natural with all of her discs and just knows her angles perfectly. We are gonna hear from her more during these upcoming years, as we are, I would argue, from Saga Dahlstedt. Looking perfect.
Yes. Gaining experience here. Wow, just making a slight error, not putting enough angle to her backhand approach, hitting a tree.
That was Ida Emilie Nesse from Norway, 17-year-old, which we have seen on the Disc Golf Pro Tour for a couple of seasons already.
Where are you? There? It's maybe you.
One might be... Well, someone is next up.
Someone is. They will figure it out. Silva is already giving orders.
It's funny to be on different sides of these greens and just kind of try to figure out who's gonna go next.
And honestly, it can be very difficult sometimes, because from your angle it seems like you're farther out. From other people's angle, maybe you're closer. So it's sometimes it's tricky.
Solid run from Foch there. Silva, really tough time with this putt.
She is quite a ways out and again has to go uphill. I was just about to say it's going to be hard to miss left this time. Unfortunately, she's missing right this time. But this was a very demanding putt. Wouldn't say it was a guaranteed make anyway.
Colin Handley. T of 11. And she now has 5 consecutive birdies from hole 6 to 10, and she's now putting for another one. Salonen. Another one of those misses that she actually wants back. Just a bit more power and she's there. She was on the line. But that is a no-go for Evelina. Dahlstedt saves the par. Bosch will be putting for bogey. That will be her second for the round. Evelina Salonen will take her par there. Saarinen taps in the par. So no bogeys yet for Silva Saarinen. Some other players also on the course still with no bogeys yet. One of them is here, Heidi Laine. Now throwing 2 on 12. A bit too straight. Does she get any help? Maybe. She might be putting for birdie inside C1. Left to be seen. A lot of action in Sweden. We'll be right back to you at Disc Golf Network.
The number one reason I switched from bag to cart is pretty simple. It takes weight off of my back, easier to play a course.
I realized that the cart became something I really needed when little things would happen. I'd pick up my bag and my elbow would hurt.
Using a cart decreases the bending over, the weight on my lower back. Decide to go with Suka, and seeing that my sciatic nerve is gone and I don't need to worry. Only one thing I have to worry about to get birdie, because my Suka done it all for me.
My name's Danny Corbett, PDGA number 17354. I initially joined the PDGA, I think back in 2000 with my dad, and it was just to sign up for tournaments and just be a part of what was going on, really. I mean, it's community first and foremost. It's an activity to be able to do. I love hiking. This is hiking with a purpose.
Who says you gotta pay more for a great shave? Barbasol Shaving Cream has been trusted for over 100 years to deliver a high-quality shave at an incredible value. Barbasol's thick and rich instant lather delivers a close, comfortable shave that leaves your skin feeling smooth and moisturized, and all for a lot less than expensive shave gels. So pick up a can and see for yourself why Barbasol continues to be America's #1 brand of shaving cream.
Heidi Laine putting for birdie on 12. She's had these uphill and downhill looks all day long. And she finally gets one.
Really nice. I feel like sometimes when she's too slow with her hand, she tends to miss, but if she hits the timing correctly, she's on point.
That was Heidi's second 9-meter putt for birdie today. Amanda Lennartsson not enjoying her time currently. And there is actually some out of bounds 2 on the right hand side, but it seems like she hit the tee box there. Now third.
Wow.
It's these kind of shots that make me amazed about these players.
Of course, I mean, these are not easy to execute. We all expect these shots from them to hit their lines, but it's so tough to do.
And now Jurčíková saws it off a bit, and that's a red flag. Big mistake from the Czech.
That is a big difference on your scorecard. I mean, there's so much room on the left-hand side to just be safe, have a look at the basket, but to just leave it short and too weak. She wasn't prepared for that.
Handley now tee of 12. And she avoids the tree on the right.
Really beautiful shot.
Wonderful job done by the crew on site, and we have the Innova hot rounds currently on your screen. We have Amanda Lennartsson, Kristina Jurčíková and Maria Ede Kristinadottir leading the pack 6 down, and 2 of them are just down 9 holes today.
Yes, I mean, we were thinking maybe Maria's round will be enough to be on the lead card, but right now I'm not too sure.
Amanda Lennartsson, 6 birdies, 3 pars from the opening 9. And just quite yet it can't be settled which of these 9s is more difficult than the other, for half of the FPO field has played almost both of the 9s. For example, the first card to tee off today, which is the 12th card in the tournament, they teed off 9:40 a.m. local time. They have a bunch of birdies from the back 9, starting from hole 11 to hole 17, so anything is possible.
Still a lot of scoring opportunities ahead of them. They could potentially finish with a very hot round.
Laine gets a favorable skip forward on 13. That is just an 86 meter par 3, and she's in circle 2. Now here's Kika Jurčíková for par.
It's nice.
She was out of bounds, I believe out of bounds there, so it might be still that was for bogey, but we'll get a confirmation later. But nonetheless, she has just moved forward and challenged the hole 11 next. As Lennartsson saves the par, as will do Chandler Rye. +3 for Rye today, so 1 double bogey, 1 single bogey, and not any birdies whatsoever. Henna Blomroos takes a bogey now on 10, and she took a double bogey on 9, so not the pace where Henna wants to be at the moment. We've seen some interesting things on the course, because Silva's doing fine. Silva's now 3 down, no bogeys whatsoever. Saga Dahlstedt turned the sleigh after her bogey on 4th, and now she's 3 down through the last 5 holes. How do you feel about this course playing currently, as these feature 1 and 2 card are still way on the course and not finishing their rounds anytime soon?
We all know that wooded courses can always produce some interesting scoring. So looking at these holes, these are very gettable. We see Amanda and we see Maria, Kristina stepping forward, Hallin Handley making a push. So anyone can do it. They have the skills. It's just a matter of who can adjust to these conditions the best. There are some tricky footing over there. You have to hit the tunnels. You have to accept your mistake and just keep pushing forward. And I mean, just looking at this course, when I think of disc golf, this is a place that comes to my mind. So this is a huge part of disc golf, just navigating these tunnels and these tricky grounds.
Some huge amount of luck came to Evelina's shot there, misses the line and just hyzers through a branch on the fairway. Fosh, a clean hit towards the gap, but just a bit too stable. I'm kind of not amazed, but at the same time, I'm amazed about these young guns that we have on the course. Julia Foch doing great. Kristina Jurčíková, unfortunately, taking the bogey there on 10, but 6 birdies in straight for Jurčíková.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a different course than we played last week. We played on a big stadium, park-like course. There was tons of people over there looking at you, and everybody's rooting for you, and you know that there's a major title on the line, and she was just super focused. But now we're coming to this forest, which is a totally different type of course, but she continues to deliver. That's very impressive. What else can we ask from her?
Nothing else. Lennartsson, fine forehand off the tee of 11. Here's Jurčíková.
Gets through everything.
Yes.
You have to have a bit of luck on your side.
Maybe she's a local. She knows the route.
There's something going on.
Now Handley's second is a short upshot on 12. And she kind of misses the line. It's not under the bucket.
She does. I think she was hoping for a lot more ground action, but she didn't have the correct angle on the disc to get the dip that she was looking for. Heidi. Just another putt. Wow, that's a good make.
And that
Really
is
figured out the
Clean
speed.
5 down through 13 for Heidi Laine. Exactly. Foch layup on the fairway with her second. Silva trying to make best out of these conditions. It is very hot.
You could see that she was reaching her hand into a chalk bag, getting those fingers all white and grippy.
Dahlstedt second on 10. Absolutely beautiful shot just outside the bullseye.
Perfection.
I want to toss it down to Nate once again. Nate, we see Silva has some slight troubles with her hand there and with the grip. We know that you are used to kind of these hotter climates and more humidity, but how do you feel about the humidity perspective right now on the course? Does it feel different from last weekend in Tallinn?
The humidity is extremely low out here, and it will be throughout the weekend. For Silva, I feel this is just a bit more personal. You know, she was struggling with her grip earlier this season back in the United States, but she was also struggling last week in Estonia when humidity really wasn't a part of the equation. So for me, I just think it's one of those things. She has to look for an external factor to kind of almost blame when she's not finding her line. I think that we've seen great players kind of lean on that in the past. Just a way to kind of protect the confidence.
Thanks, Nate. That is great insight. Here is Saarinen.
Complete misrelease. And this is something we were just talking about.
Extraordinary from Saarinen. She's the one usually piercing these lines pure.
Yeah.
Colin Hanley for birdie on 12. And she makes the best of it. That is a birdie. And Colin Hanley will tie the game on top. 7 down through last 7 holes for her. Now here's Silva again. Lucky kick on the left and not going out of bounds.
And I believe this was kind of a misrelease again. She sort of put way more angle to that disc than she normally would, just to make sure it leaves out of her hand the right time. But it seemed to have more speed, so there's definitely some struggles going on with Silva.
Heidi Laine on to the next one. That is hole 14, a 90-meter uphill shot. Henna Blomroos!
And that is even more impressive because it's coming out of her.
Yes.
Because she seems to struggle with the spin so much, and even the closer putt seems to be trouble for her. But to make one up the hill and from a distance, wow.
And Fosh needs to save bogey with this. Oh, and that's a misrelease. That is looking a tough double bogey now for Fosh. Very sad to see.
Sometimes these things happen when you have to use way more power than you want to.
Jurčíková needed 0 power with that birdie putt there. She's back on it, tied first with 6 down through 11 holes. She also has 7 birdies today. As you said, Kristin, very gettable holes if you can stay on top of your mental game. Now Saarinen for par. Miss right.
I can see some frustration coming out of Silva, and this is a dangerous place to be because if this frustration starts to build and you don't use that sort of anger in a good way, it might bring you down more.
Salonen takes an important birdie and many strokes of her card mates with that birdie. Looking at the DGPT stats powered by Powerball, Silva currently 8th for the season on the C1X putting.
Just authority on that putt. And again, like this throwing motion, it's just something so unique to Julia that we're not maybe used to seeing. But it's just looking so solid. Saga, nice make there. Disappointed. Disappointed. Silva.
So Silva Saarinen and Julia Foch taking bogey or worse on hole 10. Saga Dahlstedt, Evelina Salonen for birdies. Here's Colin Handley on 13. That is traveling far. That is C2 look for birdie for Handley on 13. Back to Jurčíková with our feature 2 card. T of 12.
Just surgical precision.
Lennartsson. Solid, but not ideal. Back to Line now. Card number 4. Goes a bit long with her second. She wanted to be up close to save the par. That is a 9-meter look. How about this hole 11, Saga Dahlstedt?
It's only 90 meters, but requires a lot of angle, so you have to be moving from left to right. If you don't have a power forehand, you need to do what Eva is doing right here. Just throw it up in the air on a severe angle. Wow! She That's what I said. This is what you need to be doing. So you truly have to control the height because it's going uphill, and if you're too low, you're just going to be throwing a roller.
Saarinen takes this high, slow turn, and then a fade. So that is not under the basket. That is deep C2 look for Saarinen.
And if you get the fade at the end, the ground is just not there. So you're going to end up even farther than you anticipated. This has to be on a heavy Anheuser angle.
Foch misrelease for her, but it's going to the right direction. Actually gets a solid skip upwards. That is just on C2 side. Almost C1.
Yeah, these holes are quite short, but they're super technical.
Line for par. So close. That will be Heidi Laine's first blemish for today. That will be her first bogey. Lennartsson throwing 2 on 12. Somehow gets through, even though hitting something.
She had a super tough angle.
Jurčíková, on the other hand, doesn't.
No, she's in a great place. Couldn't have asked for a better one. And just excellent execution. I mean, we've seen it so many times from her. It almost feels like it's a replay of one shot.
Jurčíková is such a surgical thrower with so many different discs. It's mind-boggling, and she's 15 years old.
Yeah, let's remember that.
Yes, let's keep that in mind. Dahlstedt hits a tree. Tough green to approach if you hit some guardians early on. Silva. A long birdie look. It's going to be a tap-in par.
You can just see from her body language that this is not what she was hoping for.
Bosch.
Wow! What a putt.
What a birdie for the young Swede again.
And I was interested to see how she's gonna do her like pull through when she's in a straddle, but she still like brought her disc down to her left hip and then has this like massive like pull through and follow through. It's just wow. So accurate. Oh,
Dahlstedt.
missing some speed from that putt.
Yeah, trying to float it in to avoid more of the damage. I mean, Julia has some kind of that Paul Ulibarri, Paul Macbeth style. Well, just like you said, bring it to your hip and have more spin when the disc leaves your hand. And she's such a small player still, and she needs that. Evelina Salonen doesn't need it, takes the birdie.
Absolutely. She has figured it out.
She's gonna be a deadly competitor in just a few years when she gets some of that height and leverage more to her body.
Yes. Oh, sure thing. Right now we're just enjoying what we're seeing. The flight of the disc is just so smooth.
Kristin, you might as well take control here. I'm gonna go and get my Zuka for Julia Forsch. That is such a great putt to get the long birdie.
Look at this.
The technique, it's so unique.
It is very unique. You don't see that often, and I probably would not be able to execute it too well. But she is just working her way. Oh my gosh. That is superb.
Hansen. Okay, shot. It's Sun Guardians. That was Line. And Handley, greatly obstructed by the bush, doesn't make the birdie. That will be a par to end her birdie streak to just 7 birdies in a row.
Oh no.
And we have a new solo leader with Kristina Jurčíková taking the birdie on 12. 7 down through 12 holes.
Sounds like last week.
Evelina Salonen going absolute bonkers off the tee of 12, but that's gonna get a fade. Does she survive the fade? Kinda does, yes. She's so far that she actually sees the green from there.
I think it's a better side to be on, so if you're gonna make a mistake, this is the one you can afford.
How about Julia? Needs a turn, doesn't get it. Needs a kick, doesn't get that either.
Big mistake from Julia. Releasing it way too early. She's gonna be in a bit of a trouble over there.
Saarinen.
Right now, her release was on point. This is what you need to do. Just throw it straight, and it was on a rope the entire time.
Saga Dahlstedt, 20 years old, and her birthday is actually on December. And she's gonna take that kick. I'm lost out of words.
Yes, I mean, what a friendly kick. I feel like for Saga, the mistake that she has been making is putting too much angle on the disc. We have seen a couple of those discs travel way farther right than she would have wanted.
Handley on 14, that's way too low. She should be able to approach the green for par. Here's where Heidi Line ended up. There's a long beat for birdie. She floats it towards the basket. That is it, tapping par. Jurčíková, tee of 13. Another one of these very wooded holes. Drives it straight. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
That is the accurate comment. Yes.
Yes.
We want to see more. Yes.
Give
Bring
me
it to
more.
us.
Here's Handley. And Handley is on the bullseye's edge. Nate Perkins, we are on the fairway of 12 and they're gonna search some discs. How wooded are these sides on this fairway number 12?
First cut's not so bad. Second cut is really dense. She's just in between first and second cut here. It's possible. Probably close to 70 meters out. The gap is pretty thin to start. The footing's not great. It's actually one of the few muddy spots on the course. It's filtering through. Oh, it's going to get really lucky. Wow. Sometimes you need it. She'll have 12 meters left uphill.
That is a wonderful amount of luck for Julia Fors.
Yeah, and I was just telling that she is in so much trouble, and apparently she's not in that much trouble.
Dahlstedt lacing the upshot on 12. Picturesque execution.
Taking great advantage of her luck off the tee.
Yes.
And this put her in a great position, and she's very good at those flex shots. Doesn't matter if it's backhand or forehand.
Line saves the par on 15. She has 3 more holes to play. Amanda Lennartsson for birdie on 13. Looked great, a bit too high. Now can Silva give us a pure, wonderful birdie here with a second shot on 12? Running the basket even. Not
Wow.
so much. That is a just a tap in birdie.
Yeah.
Is that the first time that we've kind of seen this Silva, so to call it?
I mean, she has had like couple of shots here and there. I think that what stands out to me is that Silva has been somewhat inconsistent, because we've used to seeing Silva very consistent, always executing, maybe making slight errors, but for the last 2 weeks she has been great, or she has been doing mistakes that we cannot believe.
Salonen, another forehand upshot, controls the disc well. 6 to 5 meters left to birdie. Colin Hanley saves the par on 14. Jurčíková, great birdie on 13, and she's now 8 down with 1 bogey through 13 holes. Kika is running towards something magnificent. If she can keep this up, take a couple of birdies, and she will actually get to double digits for the round. And I was wondering maybe a -7 could take the hot round for today.
We were so naive.
Yeah, she's doing fine at the moment. We hope she can keep it up. The feature card number 1, though, not so well compared to some of the other cards, some of the other players. Forsh running the basket with courage, not able to catch the chains. Salonen currently leading the feature card 1 with 3 down through 11 holes. Silva Saarinen and Saga Dahlsted both putting for birdie on 12, but they're currently -2, and Julia Forsh currently even for the day. Here's Salonen. That is not in. It's the high left side. And these are the opportunities that if you are presented with here at Umeå Gardens, you have to capitalize.
You have to, and that's the hard part, and this is very hard to accept. I mean, you could see from Evelina's face, she knew it.
And Forsh, errant mistake for her. She's gonna have almost double the amount now for putting left for bogey. At least a 3-putt green for Forsh. Dahlsted for birdie. That's how you want to do it. Well, it's a bit high, but that drops in.
But it was in the center,
Yes,
and
yes.
you know, it's always very hard if you see your card mates making mistakes. It's super difficult to shut that out and just focus on what you are there to do.
Forsh. And this raised basket is going to be giving a real tough time for the young Swede.
And it's especially scary for her. She's so small, and you can see that she is using a slightly softer putt.
And the double bogey putt stays in. That is a 4-putt green for Julia Forsh.
Silva seemed a little hesitant for some reason. She was just there to tap it in, but something was bothering her. But it's in. She got her birdie, and she is still on a pretty much clean round, just 1 bogey.
That is a hefty beat The basket is raised there on 12. 2/3 of holes played for the feature card 1. Colin Handley of 15. She's gonna have a putt for birdie. It's a bit too early for her taste. And here's Line. On 16. Spotter is running, gets a green flag.
That's a relief. You can see she was just doing a standstill. 97 meters. Just downhill, you have to control your disc.
Yep. Jurčíková, 14. With a turnover, should be looking at the basket. Lennartsson. That's too much turn. It's the trees in the middle. Handley. So close for Hallin. That's gonna be a par. He has Line for a long birdie look. Too long for Line. At this moment, that's gonna be a tap in par. Some slight adjustments needed for many of our players on coverage right now.
I mean, there's always something to work on, and you're never completely finished. You have to accept that you are always a student of the game. And also recognize your strengths. But this is the hard part. You're, like I said, never complete.
The course is playing relatively fast, but then again, these backups are the things that slow our players down. Kristin, how much have you experienced those like really difficult backups when your game has actually taken effect of them?
One that I remember very vividly was in 2021, I believe, just after COVID. I was back after like 2 years in the States and playing World Championships in Utah. And we had one very difficult hole there. And I think it was like 4 or 5 card backup. So we were there for like a decent amount of time. And yeah, this is the worst I've ever gotten into. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, that sounds awful to be frank.
Yes, and we had like 40 degrees Celsius.
Ooh.
So it was a challenge for sure. And it truly affects your game because when you're in your rhythm, you're just moving from hole to hole, just executing your shots. It seems very enjoyable. But if you have to stay there for even 10, 15 extra minutes, thoughts come running into your head, you start over analyzing, potentially getting some tension. This is what is dangerous.
Salonen flashing the target. Different style of shots from the feature card 1 on tee of 13, but 3 of them have gotten to the green. Here's the last one of them. Fosh not able to manage the Guardian in the middle. Most likely looking at the par. Up and down for Julia Fosh. Took the birdies on 7 and 8, then a single bogey, double bogey, birdie 2, and another double bogey. Jurčíková on the other hand, that's just downhill for her. It seems like that is her 4th birdie in a row. She's 9 down through 14 holes.
I just love her putting. Perfect balance between being smooth but also fast when you need to.
Line 17. Just a bit short. That is a hazard hit for Heidi.
For a moment it seemed like she was going for the basket.
Yes. For sure. Tee of 16, Colin Handley. Oh, That is a mistake for Hallin. Seems to be out of bounds for me. We're gonna get a confirmation soon enough. That is a big mistake.
Ooh. She did it again. Couple holes back when she wanted to probably just lay up with a putt, which seems to be the right choice, but then holding on to the disc for too long, trying to make it flex to the right and then have the fade back towards the basket. This seems to be a bit of a downfall for her right now.
Dahlstedt. So close! But that's not in for Saga.
Such a great line. But she doesn't seem bothered at all. I think there might be a bit of a chaos inside, but she doesn't look like it.
For me, it speaks about professionalism.
Yeah, of course.
Saarinen. C2 beat for birdie.
Oh no. Another mistake on the left-hand side, just completely misses the line.
There is the slope downhill slide.
Yes, and for some reason she seems a little bit rushed to me. I feel like if she's playing her best, her form is so smooth. Her follow-through is there for a little bit longer. Right now, something is definitely off.
Salonen misjudging the lie, or maybe the foliage in front of her. That is a missed putt for her.
Again, also very quick.
Yes, yes.
Very quick to throw.
Ida-Emilie Nesse on 17th.
With a big turnover.
Oi, tap in par.
And that is a crossed flag, which means that the spotter doesn't give that call yet, and that's gonna be for the crew to decide. And the hazard out of bounds line actually goes outside these wooden blocks. So if you touch any bit of inbounds, you're actually in.
Well, that's an interesting placement of the disc.
I would say it's in. I'd say it's in too. It looks like it's coming over. Because we can't say straight that it's on.
Yeah,
so
it's not clearly out.
Yeah.
Okay, you're in. Nice shot, dude. Let's go.
And that is a positive outcome for Ida-Emilie Nesse, and she's putting for birdie on 17. Jurčíková tee of 15. And hits the first available on the left, bounces out of bounds right. Crucial mistake for our leader. And that is not a par to be saved from that out of bounds. That is bogey at best. And even that is tricky. Line trying to save the par on 17. Yeah, that's not it. Stays in the island. That's a putt for bogey. Back to Saarinen on 14. Excuse me, on 13. And that is a par save now for Silva Saarinen.
Yeah, I'm very puzzled. I mean, at one point she can make what seems to be a challenging putt, and then another moment she completely misses the line. So it would be interesting to hear from her what has been bothering her or what has been going through her head. We all understand that mistakes happen, but to go up and down like this and have no real consistency, when we're used to seeing that consistency from her, it would just be interesting.
Handley, her third on 16th. So look for bogey.
Oh no.
What a mistake from the American.
Taking a double on that hole must sting.
And
So-
that was a short putt.
Yes. So as we can see, everybody can make mistakes, and they sometimes come out of nowhere. They just creep up on you, and you have to deal with them.
Green on 15, Amanda Lennartsson. And that's too high. Come on, settle down, don't roll. She's gonna take that exact putt again.
Oh no. But that tree might be more in her way.
Yeah, that might
So
be.
she might have to straddle out even more, maybe even use an enhancer angle.
Lennartsson has to go again. Is she going on the right side of the tree now?
Seems like that this is what... Oh, in between! Was it like... Did I see correctly?
I don't
or
know what I saw there. It might be on the right side, but even though Lennartsson is in the basket and she saves the par.
It just seemed such an interesting
Yes,
choice.
yes, it did, it did.
Heavy angle.
Saarinen on 14.
Gets around that tree.
It's the last bush. That is about 7-8 meters left. Might be a bit obstructed though. Dahlstedt. -3 for all of the 3 players in the feature 1 card. Dahlstedt, Salonen and Saarinen. Fors 3 strokes over par. Very, very bad start for the back 9 for Fors. Just Salonen. This is looking better. That's because it is.
Yes, this is perfect. No lack of power there. Hitting lines with precision.
And now Fors. That is a wonderful line for Julia. Just about 5 meters short. Beautiful shot. Line T of 18. Just how you want it.
Super nice.
Colin Handley T of 70.
This is a stressful hole. Absolutely critical. You get it close to the basket, ideally on that island. Holly did, so no stress for her. She's on the island, just has a decision to make because it's an elevated basket, whether to go for it or not.
Dahlstedt with a layup. Multiple turn of events on the top of the leaderboard as we speak. Kristin Jurčíková laid up on 15 and she was able to take a bogey from 11 meters. So C2 putt for Jurčíková.
What a save.
So 8 down through 15 holes for her. We are back on 14 with Silva Saarinen.
Nice.
That is the Silva we are used to see.
Super solid make.
Now tied 4th with Matilda Ringboom and Colin Handley -4. How about Fors?
Nice.
There has not been a par on Julia's scorecard after hole 6. Salonen for long birdie, and she makes it happen.
Absolutely beautiful. All of a sudden they get all the putts in, no trouble. Nice.
Dahlstedt saves the important par. 5 birdies and 2 single bogeys for Dahlstedt. After hole 14 is done, and she is the only par for the feature 1 card on 14. Tee of 16, Lennartsson. Solid. That is 7-meter look for birdie. How about Jurčíková? She could take another one here. Just a simple straight shot with not too much skipping. Oh, that is hot. And straight to C2 on the left. There's also out of bounds.
That is the danger that can happen on this hole.
Hanley
Nice.
gets the birdie on 17. So many things happening on the course in Umeågårdens Disc Golf Center for the opening day of the Swedish Open 2026.
There's a place where the game meets the extraordinary. Eagles Crossing Disc Golf, a realm of lush fairways and peaceful woods, where every hole offers a new chapter in your adventure. Explore this one-of-a-kind disc golf property that boasts not 1, but 2 championship-level courses. Eagles Crossing is where your perfect round begins. Book your tee time online at eaglescrossingdiscgolf.com.
Progress doesn't stand still. Neither do we. Every moment matters, every step evolving through experience. Trust breeds confidence, and confidence is everything. Any terrain, any conditions. The all-new Syncrasy V2 by Ideo Sports.
Ever since I threw my first Frisbee, I dreamed of making flying discs. Now, whenever a customer wants their own course, stamp, or brand, I do everything I can to help make their dreams come true. Gateway Disc Sports, an open invitation.
OTB Discs has expanded to Europe, building its headquarters at the #1 destination in our sport, the Alle Disc Golf Center, bringing the massive selection and detail that OTB is known for. European golfers can now get the sweetest discs at Europe's disc golf candy store, otbdiscs.eu.
We are back from Buro, Sweden, with Kristin Jurčíková Oh, and that was a long beat for birdie on 16. Not successful though. Heidi Line on 18, and this is where her tee shot ended up. Wonderful execution of the tee, and takes this high and wide. And that finds the green.
That wraps up our first hour of coverage here on YouTube, but we're just getting started with coverage this week. The best part, the drama continues on the Disc Golf Network for free. Subscribe for free to finish the rest of round one at discgolfnetwork.com. Huge thanks to our friends at Powerball for powering today's broadcast. Head to powerball.com to see estimated jackpots and winning numbers. Could be you.